That's me, Dick Strawbridge, my darling wife Angel, and our two beautiful children. Nearly 3 years ago, we upped sticks for a whole new life in France and bought this magnificent chateau. We've been doing it up ever since.
Oh, baby, you're so strong.
Turns out we're not the only ones.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
Dozens of Brits are taking the plunge to rescue these stunning buildings.
What amazing colours.
We need to get on top of it, get on top of the goats.
In this series, we'll reveal more on how we're running our chateau as a business.
Oh, ta-da! Back on dry land.
I'm still finding things that I haven't seen.
And we'll help these daring families run theirs.
Here's to the meeting of two like-minded couples.
Cheers.
Cheers.
As they face the highs
I'm absolutely terrified.
and lows
It's extremely expensive. It's financial suicide.
of running these gorgeous buildings as everything from B&Bs to beautiful wedding venues.
Owning a chateau isn't glamorous. Anyone who thinks it is delusional.
Today, frustrations rise when entertaining friends at one chateau
Rachel wants to have a bit of breakfast.
You can't keep everybody else waiting.
the quirks of looking for your dream chateau,
Does he stay with the house?
and I offer my skills to a couple attempting to build an ambitious bridge.
It's not quite a bridge yet. It's a bit wobbly and it's a bit bouncy.
You're looking a bit concerned, Falcon.
Chateau Bay is the home of Philip and Angelina, who are looking to swap their estate agent jobs in England for running a chateau here in France.
London is a great life for a limited amount of time. You know, work as hard as you can, earn as much as you can, save, and then get out as quickly as you can, you know. And it's true.
Chateau Bay is in the Pays de la Loire, and Philip and Angelina are renting it as an events venue before deciding whether to buy their own chateau.
I think my boot's leaking.
Today they need to build a bridge across a moat so their guests can cross to a marquee for their first paid booking here in a few weeks.
It's not just here's a big house, come along and have a party. There's so much stuff that goes with it that a venue has that we just don't. What most people don't realise is the physical cost of trying to get everything together so you've actually got something to sell to people as an event venue.
Yeah, something like that. You know, right now we're doing everything for the party, and there's a lot to do, like for the deadlines. The plan right now is for me to dig up and find as many stones as possible.
Usually Angelina's priority is renovating furniture for the chateau's 30 rooms. But today, she's upcycling 5 tons of granite from an old chateau wall. It's needed for the bridge support.
We tend to work separately, so we, you know, progress very quickly. But at times we have to work together. So right now I'm helping out Phil do his man things, you know. It's not that easy, but great. We're putting things to use that have been here God knows how long, really. But yeah, everything that we're doing is literally for that party. Ah! Oh my God, it's a toad. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, I don't think I'll kiss him.
The granite is free, but Phil had to splash out over €70 on the steel mesh for the supports cage.
That's becoming really solid down there. It seems to be sinking in and sort of finding its level, which could mean it's going to work.
When that little island is finished, I'm going to pay them a visit, roll up my sleeves, and help them build the rest of the bridge. If all goes well, it should get done in a day.
Currently, I am done.
That's a huge amount. Wow.
When it's settled, I can cement the whole lot together.
We did such a huge job today.
After unearthing all that granite by hand, there's just enough time for a little breather.
Do you still think it's worth it?
I think I'll just have to cross that bridge when I get there.
To get a bridge right isn't easy. If you want to cross it, maybe you better wait for me, Phil. 2 minds are better than 1. Just 2.5 hours drive southeast, is Chateau de Jalenne. In 2012, couple Michael and Jonathan moved here after paying £764,000 for this beautiful place in the Loire Valley.
It was the same price as our flat in London. That's how ridiculous it was.
They've turned it into 5-star apartments and a luxury location for weddings. But the investors who backed them now want to see a profit.
That's where the trouble started, because you've got to turn it into something which is commercially viable.
This is massively harder than we ever thought it would be.
It's relentless. The thought of failure is so ever-present, and we are not going to let it overtake us.
They've managed to book a handful of weddings, but they need to increase the amount of holidaymakers coming to stay. So today they're trying out a new venture on some guinea pigs, Michael's old college mates who are coming for a reunion.
It's a business proposition as well. This is a chance for me and Jonathan to practice what it'd be like to go out on excursions. So we plan to go to the same market, which is brilliant, on a Saturday morning. We're also going to go to our local vineyard wine tasting. So I want it to be a quality experience, not just your run-of-the-mill, let's go backpacking around Europe tour that we'd have done when we were at college. You're now in a 5-star self-catering accommodation, and therefore the excursions to go with that have got to be the same quality.
Part of that 5-star experience is enjoying the best quality local produce.
Bonjour. I'm going to get milk, which I do every week, with our bottles, fresh, unpasteurised, straight out of the cow. We know by studying the market, boutique hotels and experience holidays are the in thing for this year, so we can offer it to our guests as something a bit different.
It also doesn't hurt that the milk run is saving him money.
Bonjour. Il y en a 2 chèvres et 4 vaches, je pense. Vache, and les chèvres ici. Bon, mais
OK.
it's cheaper than the supermarket. I think I pay 70 cents a litre, and the cheapest bottle you can get at the supermarket is 84. So I don't mind washing the bottles every day.
Today he's decided to break the bank and get a couple of extra bottles.
Some of it's for me. I still like my cornflakes, even though I'm in France. But the college reunion, they need breakfast, so the bulk of this is going to become yogurt tomorrow morning. At least that's the idea.
11,70 centimes. Merci.
Merci bien. Oui, bon. Au revoir.
Jonathan needs to concentrate on the upcoming excursions. So to make the yogurt, he's enlisting the help of 2 of Chateau de Jalenne's volunteers program, Julia and Fiona. In return for food and lodging, they work for free.
We spent like 8.5 hours one day just digging up all of these beds.
But Jonathan and Michael, they make us feel like we're a part of the experience that happens here because they're enthusiastic and they want you to share that enthusiasm.
Look at that. Sometimes you have to pinch yourself to think, I own that. Amazing. Hello. Just who I wanted. This is the stuff we got from the farm. Okay. Here's the yogurt maker, fresh out of its box. So for breakfast for the morning for all the college reunion people, nothing like a bit of pressure. I'm very grateful. See you later.
Bye. Switching the machine on. Plug it in.
I don't know how to turn that one off.
We're not this high tech. We're the gardeners.
Yeah.
It's at times like this, you're very grateful that people aren't on an hourly rate. Over 450 miles southeast in Pézenas live artist Johnny and television producer Ashley. They want to buy a chateau. They want somewhere with outbuildings that Johnny can convert into a workshop and gallery. And 3 days ago, they made an offer on a place.
This is just a dream for an artist.
But their opening bid was 150 grand below the asking price.
Difficile. Difficile. Price is very difficile. Yeah, oui.
So whilst the owner mulls it over, there's another chateau to view.
So we are headed off to another chateau. This one has 2 turrets, so I'm kind of excited to see it.
And it comes with outbuildings, right?
And it has outbuildings. So it has turrets, it has outbuildings. So it, on paper checks a lot of boxes. We'll see.
But then, a phone call.
It's Hervé.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hervé is the agent dealing with their offer.
Hello? Hervé, can you hear me? Let me just pull over because we are driving. Okay, okay.
It looks like a decision's been made.
Bonjour, Hervé. It's Ashley. Did you talk to the owners? Ah. Okay, one moment. He says 500. They still think 450 is too low.
Yeah.
What if we just say 480? That's all we can do.
Okay, babe.
Hervé? I'm sorry, I just had to talk to Johnny. Please let them know that we really love it. But 480 is really as high as we can go. Okay, thank you. Merci, au revoir.
Hervé has promised to give them a final answer by this afternoon.
Nothing else we can do. Have to wait. And I hate it. Hate it. Horrible.
In the meantime, they have to refocus because there's another chateau to view.
Ah, bonjour.
Bonjour. Nice to meet you,
Nice
Ashley.
to meet you.
They've come to see the beautiful Chateau Le Bonnecaze, which dates back to the 16th century. Their guide is estate agent Benoit.
This place has a very, very nice story. And the first owner was a colleague of Henry IV, the king. That person, Mr. Bonnecaze, de Bonnecaze, received the property from Henry IV.
Okay.
Okay, and the name of the property is Bonnecaze, which means the good house.
All right.
This place oozes history, and inside there's lots of gorgeous period features, including two 300-year-old fireplaces.
And it works? The fireplace is bon?
Yeah, that's the heating system.
That's the heating system. Ah.
All right, okay. The main heating system is wood.
It's wood.
Wood. No central heating in the house. Okay.
If they want to buy this place, getting it centrally heated will be a top priority.
You have also an old floor, which is from the 19th century, wood.
So no termites?
No termites for the moment.
For the moment.
Okay, we'll have to check it again, but for the moment, no termites.
Wait. So how would you check for termite?
There is one specialist coming.
Okay.
He's called a diagnostiker, and he comes in the house. Monsieur.
It's the owner of the chateau, who seems to be wooing them with an impromptu performance.
Mr. Bitron.
It's beautiful music.
Yeah, how charming is
Super,
this?
Monsieur Bitron.
We love it, monsieur.
We love it.
It's with Tati's guitar. And he's just given us a nice little concerto.
Concert. Yes.
How awesome is that, babe?
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah? You don't get that in New York City,
No,
do
you don't get that in New York City.
That's part of the ambience.
Yeah. Does he stay with the house?
At Chateau Bay in the Pays de la Loire, Philip Bailey Smith needs to build a bridge for an upcoming party. Luckily, I love a challenge, and I'm only 35 minutes down the road.
When you look at a chateau, the roof's new, a bit jealous of that. Lots of double glazing. Big chunky house. Last time I spoke to Phil, he was just about to start his bridge. Promised to give him a hand, and I brought my waiters. Big problem is I was trying to find him.
What's really nice about visiting a neighbour is a chance for a bit of a nosy. It's a duck house. I haven't got a duck house. I haven't got any ducks either. I'm just following the water because this is bridge territory. Ah, there he is. Hey, matey, how we doing?
Not bad, you?
Good to see you, Phil. Good to see
Yeah,
you.
good to see you.
Look, mate, I thought I was going to have to do some work. That was the hard part, the stepping stone. That means you've moved a couple of ton in a day.
Yeah. We filled up the boat with a small amount until we looked like we sink it. And then I just literally lifted it in.
Are the stones held together?
I basically made the basket out of the mild steel.
That won't last, will it?
It won't last.
Have you actually put some of the concrete in to hold the granite together?
Yeah, I shuttered it off as best I could with wheelie bin liners and cling film, which enough of it round, it certainly held it in.
Cling film.
It's hey, it
I love
works.
it. Hold
it
on,
works.
hold on,
yeah.
I love it. Have you got down to the bottom of the silk, to the actual clay?
No, but I've left it for a week. It's as settled as it possibly can.
You're putting more weight on there, several hundred kilos, plus bodies.
Yes.
Okay. But there's no, it's not going to move, it's just going to go down a little bit.
It shouldn't. If it moves a little bit, the way we're making the frame is I can always put a few bits of wood to lift it up.
Okay. How did you plan to get it built?
I was simply going to walk into one beam. Someone hands it to me from here.
Then you walk it
I'll
in.
walk it in. I'll stick a beam up, walk out, and put 3. Then we've got enough to either walk across or I can board it up to that point.
Do you know, I bought my waders, but a man my age shouldn't be in neoprene anyway. That is a tub. If we take a couple, maybe 3 of the bits of wood, just set them on there, push them out, walk across, put it on the island, we should be able to do this without getting wet, which will be quicker because you're not... We'll just see how it gets on.
Shall we do a beam at a time? They're heavy.
You're looking a bit concerned, Falk. Just... This is how they cross big rivers in the army. I never actually did that. But it doesn't matter, it'll work.
I may not have Phil's full confidence just yet, but I'm impressed with his planning. The weather-treated timber beams have been cut to equal lengths, so it shouldn't matter which side of the island they sit on.
Look at that.
Okay.
Now, how much you pay for your wood?
I think the beams, for 8 of them, is just shy of €300.
It's painfully expensive, isn't it? That's yours. No, that's yours.
Yep.
This is mine.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh,
Now we push it back. We're gonna... Look at that.
Okay.
Sit down. Does that feel?
It's pretty good.
Walk across nice and steady. Trust your Uncle Dick. Oh, I'm going to be testing it in a minute. You think you're worried? Onto the island. Look at you.
I quite like it. I'm in the middle of the moat on something I built.
Boys like playing on water. It doesn't matter what age you are. What you want to do now is to get you right on a lawnmower. That was a no. OK.
Phil on his own would probably struggle to complete this bridge in a few days.
There you go. What I suggest we do is take the boat now, walk them around, take it over there, and when you've got them in place, then we've got the ability to sort of start building.
Yeah.
Why get wet for the sake of it? In there, it's a quagmire, and it's actually quite physical to wade around in it. So to make our life easy and build it from the top, it's got to be a way forward. You're a country boy, aren't you, Phil?
Grew up in Cornwall.
OK, that's the end of the country boy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
With my help and the right approach, we could have it all done in a matter of hours, and nobody's had to get wet.
Oh, no.
Let me get in.
So far.
Let's get the other boat out. Right.
OK, brilliant. Just leave that there. That's good. Looks like you did it on purpose.
As well as making the island, Phil has poured concrete footings to stop the 2 beams sinking into the ground on each of the 2 banks.
Stop.
OK, just put it down there.
Yeah.
Next one. Leave a gap in.
In just 20 minutes, we've reached the other side.
Your first heavy load. I'm coming through.
I have faith.
Look at that. Congratulations.
We've reached the other side.
It all looks very different on this side.
It's a view you don't ever get because of how difficult it is to get to it. It's either waders or about a mile around and sneaking through farmers' land, which is why it's worth building the bridge.
It's not quite a bridge yet. It's a bit wobbly and it's a bit bouncy, but now it's just a matter of making it, isn't it?
It is.
Even though the beams can take the weight of 2 well-grown men, we still need to turn it into a load-bearing structure. Otherwise, a summer wedding party might end up rather wet. 520 miles south, having increased their offer on their favourite chateau, Johnny and Ashley are keeping their options open by viewing the lovely 16th century Chateau Le Bonicace.
I have itchy fingers because I'm just waiting for the call. If we don't get it, I think I'll be crushed. So it's nerve-wracking.
While they wait, they check out the quirky features.
This place is the old bank of the house. That's where they used to put the money to hide it.
In the turret.
In the turret.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yes.
OK.
Upstairs, there are 6 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms.
So I think that in this room, there is one thing that you're going to keep is this bathroom, which is quite nice, very heavy.
Yeah.
But I think maybe from the 19th century.
OK.
It's very nice and it's not very easy to find them.
No. Yeah.
Be a good little project.
Yeah, that's nice. It's very cute.
This place has bags of potential inside and out. But as ever, this couple have one thing on their minds.
Should we look at the outbuildings?
Yes, let's
Okay.
go.
There are 650 square meters of outbuildings here. Not as much as the chateau they've made an offer on. But it should be more than enough for Johnny.
So this is the attic. Okay.
He wants a workshop. He's an artist.
Ah, you're an artist.
The idea is to use a building like this for atelier,
Okay.
workshop, and gallery.
This would be great.
Yes, it's beautiful, but we've recently viewed one a little time ago, and it was very, 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 very expansive, wasn't it?
Yes.
Very grand.
Yes.
See, now I'm spoilt because after seeing that place,
I know.
this looks tiny.
Yes.
Where initially this would look big to me.
Yes.
No.
Oh, he bit me.
Did he bite you? Hold on, we've got our first casualty of the day.
Poor Ashley. That's not a good omen.
Maybe he's trying to tell me something, babe.
He very well might be. What are you trying to tell us, Abernathy?
Is it too small for Daddy? Is it too small?
The last outbuilding they saw also had a brand new roof and double glazed windows. This place is a little more rustic. It becomes clear that Johnny's heart's just not in this at all.
Walking around here, I mean, I kind of feel like I'm on a bit of a museum tour, if I must be honest. You know, I'm just not interested. I'm just not. Yeah, I just can't get the other place and the other offer out of my mind.
But as Johnny rejoins Benoit downstairs, Ashley gets a phone call. Will it be the answer they're waiting for?
Bonjour, hello.
About 600 miles away in the Pays de la Loire, at Chateau de Gelaine, owner Michael is expecting some old college friends for a reunion and wants everything to be perfect.
None of them have seen this before, and you want your friends to like where you live. Show the chateau off to its best. And saying, right, this is how we're going to make it.
But to Jonathan, they're going to be guinea pigs to test out local excursions for future paying guests.
I know it's a jolly for them, but for us, it's about business. You have to give people added values. We have to visit places to see whether or not we can weave them into this sort of chateau experience.
What do you reckon?
Just like when we were students.
Amazing.
400 years ago, the chateau was used by Marquis and Marquess de Gelaine to impress the elite and powerful. Now Michael gets to impress his old college mates.
Jonathan will tell the history of the staircase. The infant of Spain came here. They pretended to the throne of Spain, so they brought the opera, they brought all the comedians from Paris. They put the staircase in for him. He left, went to live in England, and his servants nicked all the silverware and left the Marquis bankrupt. We're now going to the chapel.
The Chateau Chapel was built in 1862. Louis Ferdinand Ackermann, a rich merchant and prospective buyer, insisted that some original features were removed.
The crypt is down there. The Marquis and Marquess were originally buried in there, and when Ackermann bought the chateau, he said, I'm buying the building, but I'm not buying the bodies. You've got to get rid of the bodies. So the bodies are down in the village now. And when he came as well, he put the balcony in. He said, I don't like to go to Mass with the common people, so he used to go to Mass up there.
But it takes your breath away. There's no words, really. Amazing.
This is the girls' room. It's the biggest apartment of its own. Everyone's got their own kitchen. Bedroom there, bedroom there.
Let's have a look. Look at it.
Fantastic. Wow.
Oh, you can see the garden from yours. It was a field when we bought it.
It's incredible.
It had 2 horses, a donkey, and 4 goats.
God. This really is beautiful.
It's great having them here because they're going to be the ones who tell me what it's really like. When we have a guest in, they'll tell you, yeah, it's amazing, it's fantastic, but, you know, they might leave and say, God, what are they doing there? So it's really important that they leave here telling us it's a brilliant place. Tomorrow we're going to show them all the market and then my favourite vineyard and caves. See if we can paint the town red again, even at our age. I really hope they're going to have a good night's sleep tonight.
Volunteers Fiona and Julia are moving on.
Hopefully won't need my rain jacket when we're in south of France.
It's bittersweet to like leave it behind, but it's also cool that we actually have something to contribute.
It's been fantastic. Thank you so much. Not only for the work, but also you've been great company. Just hug. And this is for this bloody garden. It's always sad. If you work so closely with them, you've got a real bond going. Of course, I'm emotional. So I don't think it's wrong for men to show their emotions these days.
Michael's college friends have spent their first night in the chateau.
Morning. How did you sleep? It'll be the farm dog. Cheeky bugger.
After catching up on old times, some of the group have managed to make it down for breakfast.
We get coffee.
Rachel's not even out of bed.
Jonathan wants to get everyone out of the chateau and off on his carefully planned day trip.
Just getting more and more wound up. Always me standing by the door, tapping my foot.
Do you want a homemade yoghurt?
Hopefully Fiona and Julia's homemade yoghurt will help to start the day off well.
Well, it's yoghurt. It's a bit on the sour side. I think I'm going to have to put some jammy stuff in it to make it work.
So, how are you all feeling this morning?
Fresh as a daisy.
Well, there are two bits missing, I suppose.
Those beds are gorgeous.
But Jonathan's worried that his schedule is slipping behind.
We're a quarter of an hour late already. We're supposed to leave at 10. The market finishes at 11, and two of them aren't even up yet. I'm just getting more and more wound up, and I shall get more and more wound up as the day goes on.
So we're going to go to the Chateau market today, which is a food market. Where the bloke said where I buy the red wine from, said he'd open his personal cellar. So we're going into his cave.
No way.
I mean, because we're really ready for a drink, aren't we?
Michael seems to be happy to just drifting along, but we got a schedule. Here he comes.
Miriam's not going to go, so she can catch up with us later. And Rachel wants to have a bit of breakfast.
You can't keep everybody else waiting.
Jonathan's day of activities has got off to a bad start. At Chateau Bay in the Pays de Loire, somewhere in its 6-acre estate, I'm helping Philip Bailey-Smith to build a bridge. We've placed 6 beams from one side to the other, but now we've got to turn it into a load-bearing frame.
I'll just take a little seat on the island.
Be good, you good?
You're ready, just go for it.
OK.
Beautiful about the way Phil's done it. He's done all the hard work. We've got 5 pieces to make half a bridge. If he's got it wrong, then it becomes much more important. But at this precise moment in time, he's over there trying to squeeze it. See, feel the way this is wiggling.
So the seal of approval will come from the boss.
Angelina.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Phil has bought some galvanised coach bolts for the frame. Their zinc coating prevents them from rusting. This will stop the bridge from falling apart if we can get them in.
This bolt head has to go further in.
OK.
Bring your lump hammer, bring it here. Let me see your socket, and we'll just have a little go at this. I'm not happy if you start putting decking on that, really, because when we try and put the two together, you're going to have to undo it, yeah?
Yeah.
Phil may have done that end, but he's got to screw this end. He's got the piece of kit that does it, and not frightfully stable. So if he gets across here, that means we're going to stay dry all day. Let's get the hammer on it, yeah? Let's get it tapped.
Let's get it. It's a couple of mil each one, isn't it?
Try that one. Try putting that one in now there. See with that. Is it biting?
I think Phil's idea of renting the chateau before deciding whether or not to buy one is a great way to test the water before making full commitment to chateau life.
The chance to have a try before you buy, you must have been really chuffed with that, mate.
From a business point of view, you wouldn't decide to set up a shop in a place you didn't know, selling an item you didn't know, to a market you didn't know, and invest vast sums of money. That's all I'm doing here. If you're about to lose hundreds of thousands, you end up putting stress on a marriage that, you know, especially a young one.
Basically, you're nearly halfway through your trial period.
Yeah.
Is it a yes? Is it a no? Do you know yet?
From my point of view, it's a yes, and I would even go as far to say is that it is party coming up. To me, it's kind of a make or break, as in, will it work? I enjoy it so much here, I would take the financial risk to try one more after that, but that would be me holding on to something rather than it being a sensible choice. From my wife's point of view, If this party doesn't work, we're done. We're running. We're going.
Angelina is a townie, isn't she? She's a city girl.
Yeah, she keeps busy here with the amount of stuff we've got to do, and she sees a deadline and a chance to make money and make it all worthwhile. And as nice as the setting is, I'm kind of reminded I'm a bit scared because I don't want to give it up, and she will. But I won't think about that right now. I'll think about a bridge and hope for the best.
In fact, when you're finished, you'll be spending more time over there chilling out, won't you?
Yes. It's not a bad setting, is it?
The ends of the bridge will need to sit squarely on the two concrete bases. If his measurements are wrong, the bridge will not be standing on firm foundations.
You're right against the edge. What we need to do, if you can take us a couple of inches the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah? And lift that one up, we'll ease it this way. And it could be that way. I'm gonna have to work
OK.
it. I want you with a leg either side of the post this way towards me.
Gently.
A little bit more.
Yeah. That's right, we're squeezing in.
That's the way it should be.
Yay. You know, they built the Channel Tunnel and they did the whole, hands through bit. That's what this is the miniature version. I'm really happy with this one.
As well as the £260 he spent on the timber beams, he spent another 40 on decking, which we have to screw onto the base, of course.
I like that. We're not having anything going outside, eh?
I saw a smile there,
fella. Like this.
You stay ahead of me.
Yeah.
I'll be pushing you.
OK, yeah.
Add that to the cost of the island, and this bridge will come to about £400. Not bad, really.
You get little guns that do these screws automatically, you know. You feed them in a belt.
Oh.
Now it's just a matter of screwing it on. He doesn't actually need me. He can do this himself quite happily with a big smile. Get moving faster, you!
So, nearly done. But is the bridge going to do the job? In the Loire Valley at Chateau de Gelaine, the excursion planned by Jonathan is already 25 minutes behind schedule.
We might have a little bit to do with the champagne, but can't bother to get out of bed. It's too comfortable. Too warm and too cosy and nice.
Michael's old college friends are ready to go, but there's still someone missing.
Sod's law when I'm the one complaining and yet I'm the one last here.
Debbie works at one.
The first stop is the nearby town of Saumur that sits astride France's longest river, the Loire.
Do you fancy large sausage?
They've come to sample the Saturday morning market that sells the finest food from the region.
Anchovies and olives, I have never had at this time in the morning, but they taste fantastic. Amazing.
What did you get?
Oh, poirelette. Oh.
While the friends are having fun, Jonathan is still watching the clock.
If you'd have asked me to come shopping with some friends, I'd have had it down to, right, we've got 30 minutes, off you go. All I'm thinking of is chivying them on, and there's only so much fish and olives you can do in one day. It's hard to chill. It's not in my nature.
We were very fond of tarts at college. We didn't get this big by not eating tarts.
But that works. We both know who's going to be the more suitable for the task at hand.
This next stop for these guinea pigs should be right up Michael's street, then.
This is the vineyard where we buy our wine that we serve in the chateau. I got here within a minute of the time that I was meant to.
This vineyard is called Cave de Plessis and is owned by Stéphane Reno. His family have been making wine here for 120 years.
A special tour with our own vigneron. That's what sells holidays, and that's what's going to get the people to come. The size of that key, for heaven's sake.
Jonathan has persuaded Stéphane to open up the private caves for an exclusive tour.
Look at it, look at the ceiling. Are they stalactites?
They're bats.
The Reno family cover their bottles in old sods of moss to keep the wine at a constant temperature. As the wine ages, so does the moss.
There's mould on top of it. He has chosen one specifically for us to try. Merci bien. Stéphane's going to play a little game with us. He won't tell us which year it is. We're going to have to try to guess by smelling it, by looking at the colour. The browner the colour, it's starting to get older and older. Shall we put up a prize, Michael? I've got €2 left in my pocket, so €2 to the person who gets the closest. Oh, wow. Are you getting that? It's like chocolate.
No, I'm loving it.
It's so nice.
It's amazing. 2003. 2002.
2010.
Chateau says.
1996.
2001.
2001.
2002.
Donc c'est un 2003.
Well done, Lord.
It's been a great day for Michael's old college mates.
This is absolutely the highlight of the whole trip.
We don't see this stuff at home, no.
Not in Nottingham, no.
Nottingham.
We were laughing on the plane saying all we're going to do is drink, but we have actually learned so much. That's actually been educational as well.
It's a unique experience. Can't get it anywhere else. It's just the sort of thing you want to see, people really enjoying it and saying that they got this experience because they came to Chateau and we introduced them to something unique.
Michael and Jonathan will soon discover the results of their day trip experiment once the guests have returned to the chateau. They seem pleased enough right now, but that could just be the wine talking. In just half a day, Philip Bailey Smith and I have nearly completed his most ambitious engineering project at the rented chateau. We're nearly on dry land. Come on, nearly there.
Quite excited.
It's a bridge, mate. Last one's yours, fella.
Last one.
That's a 10-metre expanse. Well done.
By the time the edges are on, it's 10 and a half, I think.
I nearly did you out of half a metre there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how you look at it. That is a decent old span. First man to cross the bridge. I'm not testing it, but oh, they get a wedding party in there. Do you know what? It takes two of us as well. No deflection whatsoever. Hey, mate, in the middle. Look.
Yeah.
That's a proper test.
I'm over the moon, actually.
Mate, well done.
Thanks for the help.
All right, pleasure. A pleasure. Nah, you just can make it look pretty now. But it's not quite finished yet. You do need this. There's one more test I need to see before I go. How many bridges had you built before you bought your chateau?
One when I was about 10. You got my little BMX across the streams.
What's happened is as you get older, your house gets a lot bigger and you go from BMX across a stream to you ride on more across a moat. They say the grass is always greener on the other side, and now it's shorter too. It's a solid old bridge, matey.
It is. I'm happy with that.
In Bordeaux, while Johnny is checking the outbuildings of a prospective chateau, girlfriend Ashley takes a call from the estate agent of a chateau they put an offer on last week.
Bye-bye. Guess what? They accepted the offer. I can't wait to tell Johnny. It's amazing. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. I really didn't expect it. I didn't expect it at all. Our dream chateau is now ours. We're gonna get the keys to the castle.
It's great news, but they still have to finish their current viewing of another chateau with estate agent Benoit.
Yes. See, you have a very nice point of view on the
two turrets.
On the property.
Ben, thank you so much.
It's
Thank you, my friend.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Have a nice day back.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
We got news.
All right, so you call back?
Yeah.
Okay, and?
Guess what?
What?
They accepted our offer.
No way.
Yes way.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we can get out of here now, Liv. Oh my God. Oh, babe, I can't believe it. Wow, we're now going to be the new guardians of the beautiful chateau with amazing outbuildings, everything we... Oh, I want to scream, babe.
Scream.
Oh my God.
Since they met and fell in love a year ago, getting the keys to their very own slice of French history has been Johnny and Ashley's dream.
That's awesome, babe. Oh, I'm so happy.
And 6 weeks on from having their offer accepted...
Chateau de l'Avenue, here we come.
Give us a jingle.
So, we have the keys, and we're moving in today to our chateau, and it's surreal. I mean, we've been waiting so long, and we looked at so many, and I can't even believe it, honestly. It's so exciting.
Here we are, babe. There's our new baby. In you go, boo-boo. In you go. Come here, baby.
And it was all going so well.
Come here, baby. Here we go. Straight in. Oh, sweetie, give me a hug. Oh.
This chateau, with its huge cavernous outbuilding, is perfect for their needs.
Is this going to be the workshop?
I think so. Workshop downstairs.
The brand new roof and heating system mean they can start living in it immediately.
That's good.
It does work.
But there's still plenty of renovation work needed to get this place up and running as a business.
I want to knock through this wall
Yeah?
and connect it to the bathroom behind it.
Today marks the beginning of the next stage of their chateau adventure. This is where the hard work really starts.
Now we get to actually start doing the fun stuff.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. Yeah. No, we're mega, mega excited. We really are. Look at this, boo-boo. How nice is this?
At Chateau de Gelaine, it's time for Michael's old college friends to go home.
Thank you for making the effort to come.
Thank you. For us, it was definitely not an effort.
Thank you very much for being the guinea pigs as well.
The guests have all spent time filling in the visitors' book about the activities they've experienced while staying at the chateau, and Jonathan and Michael are keen to read them.
You know, getting your friends over to visit your new house is always quite a laugh. Maybe a bit show-off, but I've got a big house. Show it off.
Most importantly, though, you were going to leave a critique. If you're overly brutal, it helps because we can pull back from that. If we can get groups here, that's the better business for us rather than individuals. Having a look at the visitor's book, or the livre d'or, the golden book, as they call it in France. Words fail us, an amazing experience. With so many laughs. And a couple of kisses. So, yes, an unforgettable trip. The wine caves were a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Back soon. Yeah, I think we might have hit on something that's got to do the business world of good. Onwards and upwards.
It's a good result for Michael and Jonathan, who hope that by laying on these activities, they'll attract more paying guests to the chateau. But until then, they need to find other sources of revenue. Next time, I help Jonathan search for some hidden booty.
This is why people treasure hunt. Let me have a look. Let me have a talk too.
And Jonathan gets to work on his money-saving discovery.
We discovered the well, but we don't know quite how much water's in there.
There are arguments and toilet troubles for Phil and Angelina.
What's the point of me being here if you're not going to listen to me?
And a single mum gets more than she bargained for when renovating.
Oh, it's your hand. Now, don't worry, I've got another one. This is literally being soaked in cat urine. It's actually making my eyes sting.